body of our belief system is anchored by three critical things. The first one is that you accept that the God of the Bible is true and he is sovereign over his creation. That's the first anchor. The second anchor is that you accept that Jesus Christ died as payment for your sin. And because he died as payment of your sin, that whole enterprise created a relationship which is both father-son and master-servant. The consequence of that relationship is, if you understand that he's your master and you are his servant, then it means that he owns you. And whatever he wants to do with your life is totally his prerogative. In fact, one of the writers in scripture says that the clay cannot tell the potter, make me like this. He doesn't have that in law. He doesn't have that locus. He doesn't have that right. Why? Because there's a master-servant relationship. God can demand from your life whatever he wills, and he can choose to do with your life whatever he likes. Number three is, if you understand this, the consequence of this is that you know that by reason of being called out, you have been called in. And what is that calling into? It is calling into an eternal dwelling with the great one. It means that after all is said and done, there is an eternity that is prepared, where we will be with the one whom our heart loves forever. You've ever heard me teach? I know that while we grew up in church, most of the time I heard people speaking about heaven, and their excitement about heaven was that they wanted to walk on the streets of gold. Their joy. In fact, I heard an entire message for almost 2 hours where the emphasis was your mansion in heaven. So the lust that we didn't satisfy while we were here in the earth. I have not built my own house. Don't worry, when I die, Jesus will build a house for me. That lust that we didn't satisfy, we are carrying that baggage to escape into heaven with it. Meanwhile, the center of attraction in heaven is not a mansion. The center of attraction in heaven is a person. The joy of the ones that make it to heaven is that God will no longer be in the shadows. We will see him as he is. That's the joy. That's the excitement for most of us.